Hi Libra, it's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome back. If this is the first time that you've been here, thanks for stopping by. I hope you stick around, check it out, see if it's something that resonates with you. Be sure to check out your moon and rising sign. That way you can get a more complete picture for the week. So at this channel, what I do is I use the energies of the moon to help you find the best path through the week, by using those energies. So we're going to start with a regular conversation started from Spirit, using the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. And then we'll follow the energy of the moon through the week using the Queen of the Moon Oracle cards. And at the end, if I remember, I remember most times, there will be a secret language of color card. If you don't have one, be sure to check the comment section, because then I remember and I'll go, ooh, and I'll put it in there. So it's not a problem. So then on Thursday, which is today, the 6th of December, I'm going to do at 7:30, I'm going to do a live broadcast about the new moon in Sagittarius. And because with the Jupiter in conjunction, I feel like it's a really powerful opportunity for you to plant seeds for the coming year of something that you really want to do, something you really want to grow. So we're going to do that. So if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share with your friends on Facebook. That would be excellent. And so let's go ahead and get started. Find out what Spirit wants to talk to you about today. And just so that you know, I do have private sessions, counseling sessions, and they're on sale right now because it's the beginning of the end of the year, the beginning of the new year, and people kind of want a little guidance on where to go with that. Okay, looks like we're going to be in for an interesting week there, Libra, you and just about everybody else. So you received the Knight of Blades. The Knight of Blades is like not paying attention and just charging in there. And this is kind of funny because my niece is a hairdresser and she had a little accident last week. She probably should have gotten this one last week. Okay, so here we go. We've got this happening. This is a chance where you might step in there and not pay attention and just say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing because you're not really paying attention. And I never noticed before the little Shih Tzu sitting in the background. Isn't he cute? Okay, dogs are about loyalty. He looks a little curious there. And then we have the 9 of coins. And so in the 9 of coins or pentacles, whatever you call it, look, she's happy and content by herself. Her life is just fine on her own. She's got plenty to eat. She has plenty of money. She seems peaceful, relaxed, restful. It's not that bad, right? So be careful that you don't disturb your personal sense of peace by not paying attention, I guess would be the word of warning for the week. But let's see where this takes us. So on Sunday the 9th, actually on Saturday the 8th and then Sunday the 9th, the moon moved into Capricorn, which is about growth. Okay. The stage of the moon. And then Monday we have the path on the 10th. Like you're discerning your path. Where do I want to start moving things forward to grow? Because the new moon always gives us that sense of growth, right? And so where is this all going to go? Well, let's see. I feel like I'm using the wrong cards. I don't even know why. That just is a really weird feeling right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and see where we're at. No, we're all good. Okay. Phew, just a moment there. All right, so. All right, let's see. That new moon in Sagittarius that you're going to work on Thursday night, where are you going to work, use it to grow? Because the new moon actually is noon on Friday, and then there's growth. Okay, so where's this path going to take you? What kind of advice can we get you? Okay, so here's one thing. What you want to grow, everything that you see is not necessarily made of gold, okay? People will be hiding. There's some hidden stuff. See how there's masks? People hide behind that. So that is something to pay attention to as you're discerning your path for growth. So then on Tuesday, the moon moves into Aquarius, which is a fellow air sign to you. And this is in your 5th house of fun and creativity and stuff. This right here, this growth, this right here, this happened over in your 4th house of family and home. So take a look around and see over the weekend, pay attention. Just because something looks like a really great opportunity, it might not be. All right. But then, get out there and be creative. On Tuesday and Wednesday, you have nourishment, What do you need to do to take care of yourself? How can you help yourself? Look, this is about diet and exercise and drinking enough water and getting enough sleep, but it's also about what are you doing in your life that is important to you, that feels like it rewards you because it's in your house of fifth house of partnerships and fun and creativity. And so are you getting enough out of your friends? Are you feeling like your soul is being filled up? This is about self-care and self-love. And so you'll want to be kind of focused on that. And so to get some guidance on that, I selected the unicorn cards from Dina Cooper. There is a rainbow beyond the clouds. There's a rainbow beyond the clouds. So if you're feeling down, if you're feeling like your relationship that you thought was really shiny is not so shiny, that you're not having as much fun as you thought you were having, if you're feeling like there were harsh words spoken maybe to you and it's left you feeling like that, because look, this is the lady that's getting the harsh treatment, and this is the lady sitting here on her own. So maybe somebody said or did something, and then you were just like, I'm better off by myself. Maybe that's something that happened to you because that everything that seemed all shiny and you thought was going to grow is maybe not doing it. But hey, there's always a gift. There's always a gift because look, she has so much personal abundance. She's just fine on her own. She really is. And so maybe the gift is that now you get to spend some time with yourself for yourself. That's not necessarily a bad thing. On Thursday, the moon bright and early moves into Pisces, which is very emotional energy, and it's in your sixth house of day to day. But that's not uncomfortable for you. It could be a little awkward, but it's not really uncomfortable. And so you're going to be assessing a situation that has to do with your day-to-day life. And I really am going to recommend, again, the whole self-care. Look at how your health is being affected by your behavioral patterns and what can you do to improve that, right? So kind of look at that, assess that. What are the boundaries and what are your fears? See how she's literally hanging on to her fears? You need to let them go. They'll fly away if you let them. If you focus on your fears, then they become reality. We don't want to do that, right? She's feeling a little trapped in this bubble, but maybe it's more like an egg, right? Where she's doing some personal growing. Maybe it's not really a boundary. It can be broken through. You just need to assess the situation and see where things stand. And how do you feel about that? So to get some guidance on that, we're going to use the Keepers of the Light from Kyle Gray. I'm looking at this and I just keep seeing, she looks so shocked, and all she wants is some peace and quiet. That's what it looks like. Okay. The voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. Don't worry so much about what other people think. Speak your voice. Speak your truth. Maybe you need to do this. Maybe you need to step up. Maybe that's what this whole thing is about. Maybe you've been afraid to say what you're thinking and what you're feeling. And hey, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. You also have the cloak of wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. So while you're assessing, the truth is you already know. So go ahead and speak your truth. You already know. You know what it is that needs to be said. You know what needs to be done. So go ahead. I would recommend trying not to do it in a state of anger, to try to do it when you're calmer, because it tends to work better with most people. But you know what? Sometimes it doesn't go like that. And sometimes you just have to speak up no matter what the circumstances are. And if so, then go ahead. You know what you need to do. You have the wisdom. Okay. And then there's discernment. The moon moves into Aries on Sunday, and that's about discernment. What is worth keeping and what is worth letting go, right? So discernment. So for some guidance there, I selected Colette Baron Reed's The Map. The Enchanted Map, sorry. I just call it The Map. But she probably would prefer me to use the whole name. The Enchanted Map. All right. It's funny because they're both a 10. I don't know if you can see that, but they're both a 10. And it's discernment. And then called rock bottom. So when you're at the bottom and there's nowhere to go but up, you know, it's time to use a little discernment. What about the situation is working and what is not? How do I get the path out? Do I take this path or do I take that path? You see how there's two paths out of there? It's discernment. What is the best way to get out of this? You're at the bottom. It can't be any worse, but now you need to pick the path to get out of there, right? And tens are cycles, but they're the end of the cycle. It's the beginning, the 0 and the 1. The 0 is the end, the 1's the new beginning, right? So you can do this. You can find your way up out of there. You're just going to have to think about it, and you need to stand in your truth, and you need to speak your truth, you know, and don't worry about the harsh criticism of others. Do what you need to do so that you can feel this sense of serenity, so that you can find this rainbow. And I'm sorry that what you thought was going to be amazing was maybe not so amazing, right? I'm sorry about that. Let's get you a color card. So come back here in about 45 minutes. I'm going to do live, and if you have a particular question that you would like answered, that would be a good time to do it. And we'll figure out how to use this new moon energy to really move you forward so that you can discern your path, so that you can find that sense of peace and serenity. So, discernment, figuring out your path, indigo, improve your vision. That's about assessing. That's about looking ahead. That's about seeing things from a little bit different perspective, right? So your color for the week is indigo, but you have a bonus card, and it's brilliance. Discover your sparkle. Don't let anybody tell you you're not awesome, because you are. Don't let anybody talk crap to you. You speak your truth. You sparkle. You shine. You figure it out, because you can. Let go of the fears and figure out which path you want to take. Honestly, I can see that both paths look very similar, so it's going to take a little thought, right? But you can do it. You can do it. You're already at the bottom. There's no place to go but up. All right, so hopefully I'll see you back here tonight. If not, I'll see you next week. You know, if you want to have a private counseling session, they're on sale right now, so check the details below. That'll be, you know, I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment. You take care, all right?